they do, hell will freeze over, and everyone will come.
There's no hiding from it, Constantine. Everyone will see.
The long-awaited return of one of the most enigmatic and cult-followed characters in the supernatural comic book universe is finally upon us. Constantine 2, the sequel to the 2005 dark fantasy thriller starring Keanu Reeves, is officially in development and is poised to revive the gothic, mystical atmosphere that made the original such a memorable entry in the world of comic book adaptations. After nearly 2 decades of fan petitions, cryptic updates, industry rumors, and even speculation that the franchise had been abandoned altogether, the confirmation of Constantine 2 has sent shockwaves through both the DC fandom and the larger cinematic community. The original film, based on DC's Hellblazer comic series under its Vertigo imprint, offered a brooding, morally ambiguous anti-hero who battled demons not with brute strength, but with sarcasm, cigarettes, sacred relics, and a deeply tormented soul. Keanu Reeves' take on John Constantine was gritty and world-weary, a character who had stared into the abyss so often that even the devil himself respected him, and now, that story is continuing with more intensity, deeper stakes, and an even richer supernatural world to explore. Keanu Reeves returns as the trenchcoat-wearing, chain-smoking exorcist and occult detective, and his reprisal has been confirmed by Warner Bros., sending longtime fans into a frenzy. Reeves has expressed deep affection for the role over the years and has been vocal about his desire to revisit the character, especially given how the film developed a dedicated cult following long after its initial release. With the rise of mature, darker comic book stories in mainstream cinema, the timing feels more than perfect. Not only is Reeves returning, but director Francis Lawrence, who made his feature directorial debut with Constantine and later went on to helm several Hunger Games installments, is also back at the helm. This reunion between actor and director has fans hopeful that the unique aesthetic and tone of the original film will remain intact while evolving with today's storytelling and visual effects capabilities. The upcoming sequel promises to delve further into the mystical underbelly of the Constantine universe, expanding the metaphysical stakes and exploring darker corners of heaven, hell, and everything in between. While much of the plot is still under wraps, early leaks and comments from those involved in the production hint that the sequel will not only address Constantine's past sins and choices, but also confront new entities and ancient evils that threaten the fabric of reality. The sequel is said to deal more directly with themes of redemption, sacrifice, divine manipulation, and the blurred lines between good and evil. Sources close to the production suggest that the film may involve Constantine being pulled back into the war between heaven and hell due to a prophecy involving the balance of the spiritual realms, with Constantine once again becoming the reluctant key to it all. This time, however, the choices will be more brutal, the stakes more personal, and the spiritual consequences unlike anything he's faced before. The cast for Constantine 2 is shaping up to be as compelling as the dark world it inhabits. As mentioned, Keanu Reeves is confirmed to reprise his role as John Constantine, bringing with him that rare mix of stoicism, sarcasm, and tortured vulnerability that defined the character. Peter Stormare is also returning as Lucifer Morningstar, arguably one of the most memorable depictions of the devil in film history. Stormare's chilling, greasy-footed portrayal of the Prince of Darkness in the original film remains iconic, and the promise of his return adds another delicious layer of menace to the sequel's potential storyline. There's heavy speculation that Rachel Weisz may return as Angela Dodson, or even her twin sister Isabel, depending on how the writers choose to navigate the metaphysical aspects of death and the soul in this universe. However, as of now, her involvement is not officially confirmed. Additionally, rumors suggest that newer faces may be introduced to either challenge or assist Constantine in his journey. Names like Oscar Isaac, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Lakeith Stanfield have been floated by industry insiders as possible additions, though no formal casting announcements have been made regarding these actors.